Lord. You are security. You are security. You are security for us. Help us run to you and fall into your open arms. Help us hide within the shelter of your wings. Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. Help me trust you more. So Providence Wednesday, and this is the first one. It's meant to encourage our trust in God. It's meant to build up our trust in God. And I'm thinking that there are people who are atheist or agnostic, and either they don't believe there's a God there, or they don't believe that it's possible that that God, if there is one, really cares. So I'm going to tell you stories, and I'm going to sing a prayer, and it's up to you. I mean, if you're one of those people you don't believe, or maybe you've always called yourself a really strong Christian, a really strong Catholic Christian, a really strong whatever Christian, but you still doubt. Okay, let's ponder this. And I'm going to ask you to imagine. And so someone out there, I always think about how this is perceived by someone. Someone out there is saying, there it is, it's imagination. Yes, I don't know why else God gave us an imagination. Because right now you can imagine you're not going to make enough money to pay the bills. Right now you can imagine that the economy is going to tank and it's not going to recover, or that it will recover, or that you will have employment, or that you'll keep looking until you find it. We're always using that gift, and the gift becomes a burden when it's not consecrated to God. So I don't know what you do if you don't believe there's a God, and I don't know what you do if you don't believe He's concerned about us. But here's a story for you, and I'll just tell one a week, okay? Keep it simple, then I'll give a prayer. It was years ago. Now, my wife and I have lived on Divine Providence, trusted in Divine Providence, more or less. You know, some months it was easier than others, but mostly for the last 25 years, we have not known where income is going to come from because it's not guaranteed. There are people who donate to our nonprofit, and that's great, and they've sustained us, different people from different churches, by the way, for 25 years, and some still are. But there's no way to know how income will come for us. I'm not worried, and I don't believe that it's because I'm being irresponsible. I'm not worried because God has provided for us for 25 years. And here's the one story. I was talking to someone on the phone because that month we were short $2,000 to be able to draw a salary from the nonprofit that we work through. And I told the person on the phone, I know God's going to do it somehow, some way. I just don't know which way or how He's going to do it. And I hung up the phone. Now I was sitting in a hammock chair on the driveway, just enjoying the sun. And I got up and walked down the driveway to the mailbox and opened the mailbox, and there was an envelope along with other letters. And this envelope was from someone that I had never met before. And they said, you know, a friend of mine has been telling me for years I need to support what you and your wife are trying to do to help families. So I hope this helps. And this person, who I had never met, wrote a check to our nonprofit for $2,000, which is exactly what we needed that month. I gave thanks to God. And yes, about 5 minutes before, I was imagining and wondering in my imagination, how will God do it this time? And that hasn't happened again like that, but it's happened in different ways. And I just want to say that to you because God is really concerned and present to, and he's not indifferent to your need to support your family. He's not indifferent to that. Heaven is really close. And in this tradition that I grew up in and I did not appreciate for the first 25 years, it's the teaching is that the body of Christ is not separated by death. Heaven's not far away, and somehow we're all connected still, even after death. And so when I ask St. Joseph, Jesus, Father on earth, to pray for me as we head into this new territory, and I just suggest it to everybody, whether you're Catholic or not. I mean, what's the harm in it, right? The sense that I have, and I've talked to other Catholic husbands and fathers who are more likely to ask something like this, and the sense is this peace. I kind of feel like St. Joseph has his arm on my shoulder, or he's got his hand on my shoulder or something where there's this close, comforting reassurance right now. And I offer that on this Providence Wednesday, that you try this. It's not worshiping foreign gods to ask fellow Christians to pray for you. I mean, if this broadcast can help you at all, I'm not a saint. I want to be, but I'm not. I pray to God, let me die a saint, and when I get to heaven, please let me bring a multitude of souls to you. And I hope that others out there listening pray that as well. I loved the one comment one of you made this week. I was born to be alive at this time in history. I want to add something to that. You were conceived to be alive at this time in history. Don't be dismayed. Don't despair. That's what this meditation of divine mercy is all about. So this Providence Wednesday, right now, these graces flowing from the heart of the resurrected Jesus are already blessing you. It's just a matter of you turning your heart, opening your heart to receive it. They're already blessing you. So just the prayer, even the prayer, God, help us trust in your divine providence. That's inspired by God, and I can't pray it without God's grace helping me pray it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm nothing without God's grace. And he's lavishing you with this grace. So don't be afraid, don't despair. Let this be a little boost, a little encouragement. Let the soul catch that updraft into the heart of God. Let your soul catch that updraft into greater confidence and trust in divine providence. By your grace, Lord, I will trust you. By your grace, help me trust you more. With the angels and the saints, Lord, I will worship you and you alone. Jesus, I trust in you. 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 Help me trust you more. Help me trust you more. Help me trust you.